All right, whenever you guys are
You
ready.
all look very nice, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate that. Oh boy. Here we go.
2,
Wait, keep the
3.
push-ups going. I need the camera though. Come on, guys. You can try more. Ready?
What?
Go.
1,
Can't do anymore.
2, 3.
Hi guys, I'm Jackson.
I'm James.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Dave.
I'm Nicholas.
And we are Triple Threat Trainer. Alright, Mike Kellner, a certified athletic trainer and certified personal trainer, says that he sees kids in the weight room all the time doing things that can make them injured and that don't benefit them in their sport. So that brings us to the problem that we thought of. Young high school kids, such as freshmen and sophomores, in the weight room, not exactly knowing exactly what to do for their specific sport. So for example, you know, in football there's linemen, there's cornerbacks. Cornerbacks are supposed to be a little faster, linemen are big guys. So you see a cornerback in the corner of the weight room trying to get as big as possible, and that's a problem. So the solution to this problem is a service that sends out a daily text or email to someone that needs a workout. So these emails and texts consist of a position-specific workout that goes straight to them daily. There's also a motivational quote, and it makes them better in just their sport and position so they're not wasting their time on other things. The workouts will be supplied by Stack Magazine. We recently reached an agreement with them allowing us to use their workouts off their website, so there's no problem in liability there for us. Also, like 2 hours ago we reached, Dave actually reached a friend who offered to give us a strength and conditioning manual for baseball. So that's big for us as well.
Cool.
All right, for market size, our total addressable market is 152 million. This is because there's 7.6 million high school athletes times the price of our service, which is $20 for 152 million. Our serviceable addressable market is a little smaller, 7.8 million, and this is high school football players in the Chicagoland area. And then we get a market share out of that for $12,000 in year 1.
Can you put your name tags on so we can see who you are? Sorry.
So through research and interviews, we found 3 key competitors: Volt Athletics, Personal Trainers, and Stack. Now, for Volt Athletics and Personal Trainers, we're more cost effective than both of them at only $20 a month, whereas Volt Athletics can get up to $30 a month, and Personal Trainers, which are around $450 a month, with only three visits a week for that month.
So this leads us to how we're going to distribute our workouts. We're going to send our workouts through a text or email because that allows us to easily send that through them, and also many people in the Chicagoland area and all around the country have access to an email or a phone to get their specific workout for the day. Also, one of our key customer relationships is Instagram, because it allows them to see what we do, who we are, and what information they need from us. Also, they can contact us if they have any questions through Instagram as well.
Alright, so when it comes to marketing, we have 3 big things that we want to try to do. We have social media, earned and paid PR, and Google SEO down the road. So social media wise, since our customer segment is high school athletes, almost all high schoolers are on some form of social media. We're going to try to stick to Instagram because that's a lot of people around the local area I know use Instagram. So we're going to create that Instagram page and launch ads and try to keep active and make sure that we have a community building around us. As well as doing something cool to try to get noticed by the local news, maybe a cool booth somewhere at a show that gets us noticed and gets us an article in the news, or even pay to get an article on a media website. And then down the road, when we create a website, we'll be using search engine optimization to make sure that our website is more relevant with keywords and titles ahead of other websites in the same field as us.
Here's our financial model. As you can see in year 1, we hit about our market share. It seems kind of small, but that's because we're going to be distributing the workouts manually in years 1 and 2, so we can only have so many customers. And then in year 3, we make an investment. We're going to spend about $30,000 to develop a smart website that will automate the distribution of the workouts, which allows us to have so many more customers, which then explains the growth in the coming years. And the reason we don't have any cost for goods sold is because with this model it's really difficult to put in a unit per price per unit, but it's somewhere in SG&A for sure. And then going into years 4 and 5, we take salaries of $100,000 and $200,000 and then divide that among ourselves.
So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we launched our Concierge MVP, which is mainly our Instagram page that is reaching out to local athletes, mainly in Barrington, so they can get exposed to our product. In our Instagram page, we have a link that we encourage all of our followers to take, which is our survey, and this is vital for us to know what's changed and what we can add or what they don't like.
So this leads us to our 1-week free trial. During that 1-week free trial, we're going to send a specific workout to our customers on the day. Also, during that 1-week free trial, we'll be able to get feedback from them, see what works, see what doesn't, and what they need to improve on for us as well. After that 1-week free trial is done, we're going to get the $20 per month, which allows them to continue to get their workout on the day per month.
Once we start charging that for 1 month, that means our Concierge MVP is in full throttle.
Here is our idea for a landing page MVP. As you can see, we have a couple sentences about who we are, what we do. We have a link to our Instagram, and we have a place where you can subscribe so we can get a database of potential customers. We plan on getting customers to this page by putting a link in our Instagram and doing Instagram ads so that people can see and find this page easily. And then once they subscribe, they can find out about when we launch our MVP, when we launch fully, and they can potentially even pay for the service.
So this leads us to our key metrics. For our key metrics, we got these numbers from most of our Instagram page. For our Instagram page, we posted on our Instagram page saying who we are and what we do. On that post, we got 39 likes, which tells us that they are interested in our product. Also, we got 500 viewers on our Instagram page, which sees what information we are and who we are as well, which allows them to be interested as well. Also, we're going to measure the number of users that use our workout on the day.
To keep up these key metrics, we're going to be advertising with Instagram and Snapchat by posting stories on both of them. And also on Instagram, we can advertise by paying them $5 to get an ad out and reach around 1,000 kids within a week.
Here's our timeline. Today we are doing our pitch to secure our MVP funding, and then once we get that funding, we'll be able to purchase more content because just the content from Stack and the manual won't be enough to give position-specific workouts for all our potential customers. And then once we have that content secured, we're going to begin our free trials, and then we'll conduct those for a week. And then after that, we'll begin charging for our service. And then once we're charging for our service, we're going to keep that going for until the pitch, the main pitch, when we'll secure our main startup funding, and then we'll fully launch. So in order to achieve this timeline, we're going to need around $350, or we're going to need $350. 250 of it is going to go to purchasing content. 150 for sure is going to go to hiring athletic trainers to create workouts. And then we plan on contacting online workout services and asking them to purchase rights to use workouts. But if we end up not needing to purchase, if they just allow us to, like Stack has done, then we're going to reallocate that into hiring another athletic trainer to create more workouts. And then we're going to spend $100 for advertising, $15 for ink and paper for flyers, and then $85 for those Instagram ads that we talked about earlier.
So when we secure the money from the MVP funding, we will start helping athletes by delivering them position-specific workouts to make sure that they become the best athlete that they can be. Thank you for your time, and again, we are Triple Feather Training.
Very funny on the ball placement of the young man. didn't go unnoticed. So, you're going to be launching February 12th, right?
Yes.
Which is 8 days away, right?
Yes.
So why on your website are you saying, hey, give us your email so you can be the first to know when we're launching? Why didn't you just automatically take an order right then and there, because you're launching in 8 days? And so, hey, we're starting on February 12th or whatever, if you want to slide it to February 20th or whatever. Sign up now for a 1-week trial, boom, And at the same time, I think what you need to do is build credit card capabilities into your website. Because I would imagine what you're going to do is 1 week free trial, but give us your credit card. Because the second, after your 1 week, unless you cancel, we're charging you $20. Is that what you're gonna do?
So the landing page that we created isn't published yet. It's still just like in the works, so we can edit it and do whatever, so that sounds like a good idea, we'd probably.
Okay, does it cost any money to take to add credit card capabilities over the phone, over
yeah.
the web?
Yeah, that's why we were gonna lean towards more, since we're local, we could either take cash or even like a PayPal, because PayPal doesn't cost anything to do.
There you go. So you
So-
can accept payment that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have
so,
an option for PayPal.
I really think that the biggest thing that you have to prove in the MVP is will people pay $20 for this?
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly,
Right.
that to me is like, because workouts are free everywhere, you can find them.
Well,
So why would people pay $20 a month? I didn't understand that.
What do you get from staff?
since
Yeah,
people
well,
are paying their personal trainers $40 a lesson, pretty much, or a session, that adds up to $480 per month if they're going 3 or 4 times.
I don't think $20 is unreasonable depending on what you get. What do you get
What
from
do you,
staff?
yeah,
Well, Stack is a free service, but they're just online and they just like list workouts. We're more personalized as we'll send the text to you whenever you need it, if it's daily, 3 times a week or 5 times a week.
Is
But
that
it's-
your?
And you're doing it by, what I think the value proposition is, you think, I'm a golfer, I'm gonna work out different than if I wanna
Yeah,
become a
exactly.
wrestler,
Exactly.
like Carlos.
where's your product description page? Do you have a page that says, to explain this to people that are considering your service? Do you have it on the website, anything that
Okay.
says, that explains what you're gonna get for it?
So we have, it's like a kind of brief summary
Yeah,
of
that
what we
doesn't
do
tell
there.
me anything.
Yeah, not enough.
I have no idea what that provides specific workouts for.
Well, you had a list somewhere of a workout, and that's what I'm trying to drive at, is, you know, is what you're sending the person 5 days a week? Does this person say, I want 5 days a week workout?
They'll get to choose like how many days, that was on the survey.
And each time you'll send them a different workout for every day?
Yeah, just so that they're not doing the same
I
thing.
think what we're asking for is more clarity, because I've heard this is gonna be customized for the kind of skills, whatever that you need to
Sport,
develop.
yeah.
Is it agility, is it strength, is it whatever, flexibility, which,
Well, it's gotta be diversity, because,
Right.
you know, I agree with you, if
Yeah.
somebody's paying trainers, you know,
right?
and
Because-
literally, if after a month you're back doing the same workout over and over again, they're gonna cut you off after a month. Now, if Stack is sitting there saying, you know, I'm gonna keep varying these workouts for you, and then they're gonna stay with it and pay the
Right,
money.
which Stack has, they just show like kind of just lists of workouts. You don't know if that's helping you in your certain sport. We're gonna be more specific as as the years go on, we're gonna expand into pretty much all the sports.
I think you'd be actually better off to take what you can get from Stack and not buy more content. Take the free
Prove it.
content that you have for this MVP and validate the price point and the demand. You know, and spend that extra dollars in marketing and flesh out the website so that it explains, right now was it for wrestling? I forget what you said. You know, whatever the Stack workout is for. Right now it's for these type of people, we're gonna expand it out and just start selling that. But in one more point, I would say Instagram, they don't really have a commerce platform per se. So by driving everything through Instagram, they're still gonna have to come back to pay on your website. So, and asking people to do 2 steps usually is harder. Yeah, slippage, so you need to figure out, you know, you gotta collect the money and you wanna be renewing every month, or maybe you sell a 3-month contract, something, I don't know, a trial basis, and then look at that. But I think just doing Instagram and then not having a way to pay for it, if they could click on Instagram and pay you, that would make it nice, but I don't think that exists.
I'd like to hear a little bit more about the problem interviews that you did for the last couple months. Like, how many, what types of questions were you asking? What type of intelligence were you actually getting?
So we talked to mostly like just athletes around the school.
Okay, how many of those? What
it
was
was
in
like-
that?
It was like 25.
25.
25, and we asked them to rank for like our service if they like to do weights, like free weight, or like conditioning exercises, and then we also asked for a price that they would pay, and a lot of them said in like the $15 to $20 range, and then as well as they value weight training, so we're trying to shift more to like the lifting weights side of it, because a lot of them said that they'd rather be lifting weights than doing other things.
Did you, so 25 is a pretty small number. I would encourage that to expand a little bit more. In terms of what you were asking, did you get any intelligence about what solution are you displacing? So how are they getting their workouts fed to them now? What are they paying for that? That type of information.
So,
Did you get any information on that?
so basically, from what I know and from what we heard from those interviews, a lot of people, they go to a personal trainer. A lot of people around here can afford it. And the difference between us and a personal trainer is we're giving the same workouts just without the person actually being there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a more cost-effective alternative if you don't feel the need to have someone there personally motivating you.
What is the product that, what's the source? The magazine? Stack. I mean, you know, is it a list of do these 5 things, or they show videos of how to do it, you know what I mean?
It's not really that, like, the thing that sets us apart there is like they don't have exactly, like, it's not as user-friendly, because we would break it down into their like chunks where it takes a while to navigate around and find the exact thing. So like we would bring in someone and they would give us their specific, you know, their height, weight, all that stuff, and we would pick from the selection. So maybe like an NFL player, like Von Miller's linebacker workout, we can find that and pick it apart and then make it into a workout.
And does it show graphics of how to do the exercise?
Yeah, there's like YouTube videos and stuff that we could link, or that we link to the
So to me, the one thing that's a little confusing, particularly with what you said, Jackson, was you did these surveys and you asked people what kind of workouts they like to do. I like to lift, I like to do whatever. Isn't your value proposition telling people that if you want to be a better cornerback, or you want to be a better running back, or you want to be a better linebacker, these are the things you should be doing? You're doing the wrong stuff if you're going in and lifting and you want to be a wide receiver, because you're actually building bulk and it's counterproductive. I'm assuming, by the way. But the value proposition is we're going to give you the recipe for this outcome. That this is your outcome, we're going to tell you how to do it, right?
Yeah.
So the surveys are a little bit inconsistent with solving for that problem, or validating that problem. You validated that people like to do certain types of workouts. So with your MVP, what I think would be the best thing to do is take that web page and make it tell us about yourself, and we'll configure a workout regimen for you. And so you would say, gosh, what sport, what position, how much do you weigh, how often do you want to work out? Submit, and the next box would say, sign up for a free week that will send you stuff, and give us your credit card that will, and it'll automatically be renewed for every 30 days, $20.
Yeah, as we talked about earlier, we had that link in our Instagram bio, and that link sends them to a Google form that they fill out that exact information.
Okay, you're introducing too much friction into the transaction. It could just simply be configure my workout. Right? First landing page. Not about us, because once you require somebody to click through, you lose a certain percent of the population. Then you're requiring to click. If you're
Yeah, that Google Forms or whatever can still sit on your website. Everything needs to go to your website and do it all on one page as easy as possible. It's a
one
great
page,
idea.
configure your workout. It submits and gives you a free
and
trial
then your
along with your
Instagram
credit
link
card.
just links to your landing page.
Okay.
So that it's right, everything is going to that landing page, but you know, where they do, I love the idea of the configurator. And you draw them in, they take a week, you have their credit card, and it's done.
Can I make a suggestion also, just
Last
given you're here at Barrington High School, meet up with Coach K, you guys know him?
Yeah.
Right?
I have conducted an interview with head
Perfect.
coach of football. So.
Okay, and then ask if you can appear at one of the track meetings, because track team is not only your classic runners, but includes a lot of the football players. And include them in your MVP. Invite them to come join your workout, because the workout that a sprinter does versus a jumper versus a hurdler, all different. So on one team of 70+ guys, you've got the potential right there to really test out your various workouts with your experiment.
And make sure Coach K does the workouts too.
And the other thing you might want
We
to
gotta have
do
this.
is take 3 kids at Barrington that are high achieving athletes, maybe they went to state or they were the star, and get them to do your workout and endorse you. Say, hey, this is a workout I endorsed, and
Yeah.
you know, peers might
Those are
want to follow
local
peers.
heroes, yeah.
I will
Yes,
gladly
you
offer,
need
I'll offer my name for that.
3 web, you need 3 web pages on your
350